Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting "Go Blue." And this is something rare and special. We're lucky to have number 1 versus number 2. The college football world stopping to watch how this game plays out. It's a potential playoff matchup, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Street. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Cornhuskers will kick this deep to get us going. Fields it just outside the goal line. Return brought down by that coverage team. So Michigan's offense starts in less than ideal field position on that full return. And Kirk, here comes the star tight end. There's so much emphasis in college football on using this position creatively. I mean, this guy's as good as any of them.
Yeah, you nailed it, Chris. We've seen tight ends have a big impact in college football in the past, but what this guy is doing right now is unbelievable. Speed of a wide receiver, size and power of an offensive lineman. We're looking at a freak out there today.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. They'll try to run for the first down. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And the Wolverines bring their punt team onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Nebraska's offense comes out for their first possession today. And with such a dangerous wide receiver on the field here, puts a lot of stress in the secondary. Good strong safety, Kirk. Maybe not necessarily built as a great coverage guy. He's going to have to be big today.
Yeah, he really is, Chris. He's known for his physicality. This safety's going to have to do a good job of cleaning up tackles, but also being an extra guy to play keep away. He's good at doing both, but this receiver has great ball skills and the ability to break away with speed. Going to be a unique matchup to follow.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking right, this one caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. After the incompletion, he'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Try and muscle for the first down. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Huskers will line up to kick it away. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. This one will be fair caught. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Receiver makes the grab.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Pena. Fires it on the move. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it here. And he's stopped after a gain of 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. He's tackled at the 30-yard line. Brings up 2nd down. He decides to keep it here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. This is the 6th play on the drive. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Oh, a reverse. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds an open target on the left side. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Now it's third and short on the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the ball is hauled in. Completion nets about 9 yards. Not enough for the first. And it's 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. That's a strong stiff arm. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. He's a 1st and 10 play. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards of pop like that.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. Over the middle, but it's incomplete. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
You just felt that one coming. Third down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And he takes it around the 20. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Looking downfield. It's Pena. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Short completion. A third down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Shotgun formation here on third down. He's got a man down the middle. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. Hand off to the single back. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Important second down play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's got his man open downfield. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? The junior able to bring him down quickly. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Will hand it off. That's good for a first down near the 40. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first and 10, looking to throw. He fires it. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. About time this offense gets going. It's a first and 10. And now the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. The Cornhuskers were first and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Pass complete. It's second down now. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's just flat dropped on third down. What a big mistake. And now this offense facing a fourth down call. And the field goal is good. That makes the score Michigan 10, Nebraska 3. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. Tackle made after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Stopped short of the mark there after just a short gain. Defense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run here. Lets it go. Go to the sideline, steps out after a short. Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Coverage team brings down the returner. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Willis. That's a big gain deep into enemy territory. Ball down near the 30. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
And this time it's complete.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to try out the field goal team. He knocks this one right through.
That makes the score Michigan 10.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The big tackle with a 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Coming off a quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Brings up second down.
Looking to throw. It's Pena. Makes a quick grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught over the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. On first down, it's play action. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. The completion makes it second down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. It's a quick grab. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. The Wolverines will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They're going to run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The pass is off target again. As he threw as the third down pressure works. The Cornhuskers will send the punt team onto the field. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the returner is brought down. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And they'll use the ground game here.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The pass rush closing in. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls in the catch. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Pena.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. And the Wolverines will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The touch strategy here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he'll set up to throw. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yards on the play. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw it. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. This one is right through. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime.
Michigan 13, Nebraska 6.
Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch release. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. A short completion there. Second down coming up. Handoff heading left. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Second down after that previous play. He'll hand it off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. football there on third down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. When he's got some space here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. The shotgun running play call. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Costly hold nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Oh, it's a reverse. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Pena. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. And he'll drop back here on third down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
The Wolverines will have to kick this away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? They stop him, but it's a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And at first down, they go right back to him. And the defense able to hold him there for a short gain. Offense moving to a bunch formation. There's the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit. And the Huskers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. He hands it off from the gun. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down. The game makes it second and medium. He'll ride the back again here. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Cornhuskers come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
This will be a challenge now. Second and goal, back at the 13. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. He's swarmed by the defense. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up fourth down. And they will try out the field goal team here. Long enough and good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Michigan 13, Nebraska 9.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he fumbles. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there. Play action here on first down. Quick throw to the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. They tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Getting set. Here's second down. And the same runner's got it again. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this third down. He hands it to the back. The Cornhuskers pick up enough for a first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defensive pursuit forced him out. Now we'll run a draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. He's running out of time here. Pump over the middle. It's Willis. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Get some space around the 30. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. The Huskers will have 1st and 10 here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on play. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. We're setting out for the 4th quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Pass caught. Tackle blank. 1st down. The offense gets set for the 10th play on this drive. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Not much on that play, brought down short. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff running right. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. But they don't connect. It's incomplete. brings up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team one more time. This kicker has been busy today. He's made 3 already. No problem. Knocks it right through.
That makes the score Michigan 20, Nebraska 12.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Set to kick this one away.
Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Brings up second down.
They'll toss it to the right side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to pass. It's Pena. Quick completion to the tight end. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. The guys up front line up. It's first down.
Good enough for
Keeping it on the ground here. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be the first down. The Wolverines pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Signs a quick throw. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it?
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
And the Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. On to kick now for the 5th time today. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Good enough for first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
He'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Second down play coming up for this offense. It's a draw play. A change of direction. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to 21. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. There's the snap. And he's looking to throw. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. returner tackled right there. That's where they start the drive. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. And the sophomore making an impact play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
A sack sets up second down. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And they bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the marker.
But we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to throw. It's Pena. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Finds room at the 30. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. The Wolverines come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. We head now to the 2-minute warning. Speed out the clock and secure this win. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Single back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down play coming up. Will he score here? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. An extra point makes the lead 15 in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. The turn begins inside the 10. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Cut quickly.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
He flips it to the back across the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Catch made on the left side. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to throw it again.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably lit.
And here comes a deep shot. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the Staffs a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. Offense getting set for what could be their final drive down late in the final quarter. Now they come up to spike it to stop the clock. Here's the second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And the pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call when they see an important play coming up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Chris, they're not quite out of this game just yet. With under 2 minutes to go, they're down by 9. I'd kick the extra point here, make it a one-possession game, and then try to recover that onside kick, and you got a real shot.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
27, Nebraska, 19.
And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marching along, undefeated, chasing a perfect record and getting a lot of attention curve at this point.
Well, they're as good as anybody that we've seen all year long in college football. They are headed towards that college football playoff and a shot at a national championship. Now, the thing is, they just need to remain focused on each week that lies ahead of them. If they're able to do that, we've got a dangerous football team here.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.